Okay, so we have an extended trailer of Love and Marriage Huntsville's new season. And the first thing we see, oh, messy Betty coming at Mel, or what it seems like she's coming at Mel. Now, I really hope this is another editing trick, and that's not the case because the clip showed Melody apologizing for a tweet she wrote or a status or something she posted, and immediately Betty just went for her. Let me straighten you on this. Let me put you in your place on this. Well, that ain't exactly what she said, but y'all know how I do. I like to improvise because that's what she meant. That's exactly what she meant. She cut Mel off, and then she just went into straight disrespect attack mode. And if it's one thing I am tired of, is the gang up, pile up, let's get Melody crew. Like, this is getting so old, and it's season after season. So this season, everybody is supposed to be focusing on their own lives, their own drama, their own issues, their own businesses. This season, everybody is supposed to lay off of Mel and what she has going on and creating problems with her for their checks, and they're supposed to be giving us their real lives, right? Why in the living is this lady coming at Melody like this? It's like, okay, we got rid of Wacky Wanda and we done got Petty Betty. Like, no, Carlos, we don't want them. We don't want these people's mamas. We don't want these people's grandmamas up here with this nonsense. This show has derailed completely from its origin. Like, what we thought we were getting, some nice, clean cut, black excellence, has turned into the rest of the reality show on TV. Now, don't get me twisted. Don't get it twisted. Don't get me wrong. I love some drama here and there. Sprinkle a little bit, it makes for good TV. But when it gets to the point of people just being blatantly disrespectful to one person, the entire case jumping on one person for something that I don't even understand, disrespecting her mother, disrespecting her children, allowing her husband, ex-husband, to disrespect her, to not defend her, to not protect her unless he's with her. Oh, that's an all-time low. And I don't understand how, being that the viewers of this show is majority black women, how Carlos King is steady just blatantly throwing this into our faces. Like, do you not have any respect for your viewers? Of course you don't have any respect for Melody. You're allowing all of these people to gang up on this woman like this, and then you think we supposed to just sit back and take it? And as an avid viewer, like, I was a diehard Love and Marriage Huntsville fan. I'm a day one. I went from not even liking Melody to loving Kimmy, to not liking Kimmy and loving Melody, because it just, as the time has gone on with this show, I've seen people in so many different perspectives, so many different lights. Like, my perspective, it's changed so much. Kimmy went from my favorite. This woman came on this show to me as an older, beautiful, strong, smart, intelligent woman that stood her ground and stood on her own 2 feet, baby. She had her own mind. She went against the grain. She was for what was right. And initially, to me, Melody was just this little stuck-up little woman that just thought she was just it. Like, hey, she just seemed so fake to me in the beginning. But as time went on, and I realized that it wasn't Melody that I didn't like, it was Martell. I didn't like Martell from the beginning. I didn't like what Melody was putting up with that man from the beginning. And when she left him, I saw her in a completely different light. Her level up, her glow up, her boss up was it for me. That made me a super fan of Melody. So I guess it's safe to say that I'm a millimeter. It is. And likewise with Tisha, I didn't like Tisha. I didn't like her. I did not like her in the beginning. I felt bad for her. I just thought she was this meek, innocent, just naive woman. And now I just see her as this jealous, envious, just brainless, spineless person. And it just seemed like her jealousy and envy, it overpowers her, it consumes her, and it makes her bitter. I no longer see Kimmy as that strong, smart, independent, sassy woman that she was in the beginning. After she let the world know that her and Tisha they wouldn't be friends if they weren't married in the same family. When the next season came on, Maurice just pushing Tisha on her, and just making her, just making her be a Tisha fan. And it ultimately showed that she was willing to just downplay everything that Melody was doing. She was willing to go against Melody for these people. And if it's one thing that I don't like, if it's one thing that I hate, it's a bandwagon ass woman. I don't care if it's your husband, your mama. Like, be who you are, have your own mind, have your own brain. And it just seems like Kimmy is just a pick-me. And I don't know if it's because she's older, but it's like, girl, you're so beautiful. Like, you don't even need Maurice. It seems like you're the breadwinner anyways. You're the head of the household anyways. Like, being alone scares so many women that they're willing to settle for anything and anybody just to say that they have somebody. And I know I've went all off of topic with this, but it's just ridiculous how these women, instead of them acknowledging and like just complimenting Mel for digging herself out of that hole after that nasty divorce that she had, just the nasty marriage that she had, the disrespect she endured. Like, instead of them just, room for their fellow black woman, not even their fellow black woman, their fellow friend. Like, they all were once friends at some point in period in time. But because she didn't crumble how everybody wanted for her to crumble, everybody's willing to go against her. And that's what I don't like about them. And that's why I love Melody even more. Okay, back to this trailer. It just seems like it's crazy how Carlos is, okay, you get rid of Wanda because people were complaining about her because of what she was doing to Mel. But it seems like that's exactly what Stormy and her mom, what Stormy's mom is coming on to do. And it's like, lady, calm down. In case you haven't noticed, the majority of the fans are Mel stands. Like, we stand for Mel. We root for Mel. You go against Mel, we go against you. Like, that's just how it is. Right is right, wrong is wrong, baby. And we ain't tolerating that. So as quickly as we were trying to get Wanda out of the picture, as much as it seemed like Stormy fought to get on this show, we will fight to get her and you off, lady. What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people? Y'all cannot come into the house that Melody built and thinking you're going to tear it down. Like, have some decency. Have some respect. Carlos, I hope you know what you're doing. I hope this isn't the last season of Love and Marriage Huntsville, because it seems to me that not only are you going down the wrong road, but baby, you're about to get this whole thing canceled. I hope they get it together and this is just some editing tricks, and that these people stay in their place, stay in their lane. Don't get ran over by these semis coming out here and your little toot thinking you know what you're doing and you really don't. We ready for this new season though. Let's see what he got in store for us.